Bankruptcy may seem like a black mark on your credit report from which you can never recover, but you can bounce back after a major financial setback. Accountant and business strategist Marquita Miller is here with some advice for coming back from bankruptcy. Welcome back.
Thank you so much for having me back.
So let's start with what we need to do first. Reflect a little.
Absolutely, and regroup.
Okay.
That can be very hard because bankruptcy is not something that we want to talk about. It's not something we ever plan to be in.
Right.
But millions of Americans find themselves faced with this every year. So with that, you do need to reflect and you need to determine what caused you to get here, because bad things happen to good people.
Right.
And there's various scenarios, but you want to understand how you got there so you do not repeat that pattern.
That's very important.
Absolutely.
How important is breathing?
You know, when you're stressed and we're all worked up, we begin to, if we don't just take that moment to breathe in and breathe out and exhale, we won't be equipped to really tackle each day and move forward. Because at the end of the day, if it's happened, it's happened. You have to deal with it. You have to be willing to face it and move forward and breathe and move forward. Life is not over. You're actually probably in a better position than you were before because you've eliminated lots of debt.
Oh, okay. I like that nice little positive spin on that.
Absolutely.
What about financial guidance?
Financial guidance. This is a time where you want to get financial help. It's a reason that you were there. You've already identified that. And so you want to get people that are experts in that field so they can help coach you to not see that same pattern. It's about breaking habits that you've done. And so in that, we need to reframe our mindset so that we will be more effective. And you want an expert to help you identify where you should be, what things you can do.
Right.
So you almost need that financial coach, that financial advisor to be part of your team so that you make better decisions this go round.
Speaking of better decisions, what about our budget?
Absolutely. So here's the thing. After bankruptcy, you really are in a better position to save because you've had debt that's been eliminated. So now you want to be able to establish a budget that helps you to save money, but also helps you to manage what you're going to spend so that you don't go out and because you have these extra dollars that's coming in, that you don't have these payments that you used to have to pay. You don't want to just do frivolous things. So you want to have a budget. A budget is a guideline of how you plan to spend your money. Also, what things are important to you so that you set that aside so that you really can see success, because bankruptcy is a refresh, a restart, and you want to see a better end result, and you can do that with the budget.
A realistic one.
A realistic budget. If you set the budget, establish it, and own it, and let that help to monitor and guide your life financially.
How do you start rebuilding credit?
You know, actually, a lot of times you'll be surprised that creditors really do kind of sometimes like people who've been in bankruptcy because you're not able to file again for a time period. So you're actually a safer bet. So you want to start, one of the things with starting to rebuild your credit, pull your credit report, see what's on it. Make sure the things that were supposed to be off are now off, and there's not errors on the credit report. But then also you want to look at getting a secured line of credit or a secured credit card, where basically you may put $500 into a checking account or to a CD, and you use that CD as a collateral to get a credit card, or you pay. So therefore, it's your money that you're using, but so it's safe because you're not extending yourself. It's your dollars that's sitting there, but it also allows you the ability to establish credit again so that you get good information being reported on your credit bureau, which will help you to rebuild your credit. But you also want to make sure that you do pay your payments on time. That's so very important. Whatever credit that you get, you want to show a pattern that I'm able to be in front of this. I'm paying it before time, not at the due date, before time, and I'm not maxing my credit card out. I'm keeping it below levels. And so you want to establish those good habits so that you can build your credit score. Because I've seen people file bankruptcy and come back with a 800 credit score. So it's possible.
All right,
it's
learn
all about
from your mistakes.
Learn from your mistakes, change your mindset, own it, and take charge.
We're owning it, Marquita. Great tips as always.
Thank you so much.